Yeah, that's crazy. But hey, the main thing is you got a nice place, and I guess your plans are when you retire, I guess you're going to settle down over there then. Different, and even the cold up there is a different type of cold in the heat than in the city. Because the place I'm talking about where I have been up here, it's about 10 degrees different than Manhattan. That's how much difference to the temperature there. I think you was by his house, man. Okay, so it's about 10 to 20 degrees difference up there, right? But you got the mountains and the trees that break the wind. It's really, I mean, every so often you get a nice wind, it's the house, but I don't mind. Yeah, that's long distance right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, the main thing is you got something nice. You work hard for your stuff. You know what I mean? You work hard for what you have, Breeze. And that's all that matters, man. No one can say they gave you this or they gave you that. You know what I mean? That's one thing with these entitlements that people get free stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're handicapped, that's one thing. If you can't work, but you got these bums living off of Section 8 and public assistance. It's just crazy. I'm not picking on anyone in group or individual. I mean, this part of Brooklyn, man. When I look at a woman, she came out of a Mercedes-Benz going into this coffee shop. I ordered a coffee and a bagel and paid with with one of those EBT cards and got back in the Mercedes-Benz. I'm like, look at this, man. Scamming the system. And this goes on. This is rampant, man. And, that's what angers me. That, people come here, they abuse the system. They take advantage of our goodwill. Bang, bang, bang. That's what pisses me off. Not the people here that are needy. I'm talking about from abroad. And just take advantage of the system. And they know the loopholes. They're criminals, basically. Roger that, man. Roger that. John's trying to get paid that, man. But, they caught a lady like that, Mercedes-Benz, she's out there begging, she has EBT car, whatever the stuff. And I don't know what they did with her, but I remember why I was on the corner. Hey, I'm waiting, man. I don't know who that is, but I'm waiting. Well, I'm trying to catch up with what they said out there. Jerry Lee and I said, hey, that's where they give you, offer you to get into an accident, okay? We'll give you $700. And, we're going to stage an accident, and then you make the claim, and you go to our doctor, and we're going to put in that you have a back injury, we sue the insurance company, we get our cut, you get your $700 cut, and this is a big scam. This is going on for a long time. And it was in the citizens. These are the type of crimes that I'm talking about where you got criminals that came from abroad that know the criminal system. They know how to manipulate the Social Security system and the American system in general. And they manipulate the loopholes. And they know how to extract money from the different government agencies. And, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with these people. They're able, they're not injured, they're not sickly, and they get all kind of money, man. And yet they have a house, they have nice cars, and those are the ones that really make it bad for the true ones that are in need, the true poor, the people that are really handicapped. And, God forbid, someone like me or you that really gets injured and we need help, they're going to say, oh, there's nothing wrong with you can work. Yeah, right? Roger that, man. Roger that. I wish somebody would be able to get to people, a little over the law. Well, people get caught, It's, like anything, you can get away with something, but eventually, you get caught by making a mistake, you slip up, or someone rats you out. In one way or the other, karma takes over. Yeah, Roger that, Roger, man, Roger. Yeah, man. I say the same thing. I think we think on the same level. work hard and.
He was brought up to push his girlfriend down a flight of steps to get a couple extra $100 to buy radio equipment.
I don't plan on ever being rich. That has never been my goal in life. My goal is just to pay my bills and be content and be happy and be healthy. That's it. That's my goal. Because money doesn't buy happiness and money definitely doesn't buy health. If you get some type of serious disease or ailment and you can have $1 trillion in the bank, once the Grim Reaper comes for you, that's it, man. It's all over. You can't take a penny with you.
Right, Joe, Dad, I just don't want to have to look over my shoulder, I don't ever want to have to be driving, looking in the rearview mirror or looking over my shoulder.
Well, that's what...
Then it's best not to make up lies, tell stories, or corroborate them.
And why sometimes with the PD, and where they claim these injuries on the job, and the next thing you know, they're collecting 3/4. And they caught one guy who's a triathlon, and that's very difficult to achieve. And this guy was a firefighter. They caught him running up the Empire State Building up all the way to the top and down, and a couple of other things. The guy was in such great physical shape, yet he was collecting 3/4 and and doing all these triathlons and marathons. I'm like, wait a minute, if you're that, didn't you have a bad back? Weren't you in some kind of injury? And it was in the news. This was going back about 10 years ago. And there's people like that. I mean, you got to be real stupid to collect that kind of money, throw out 3/4 of your pension or your salary, and then do stupid things like that and think you're not going to get caught. I mean, let me tell you, you collect like that when you work for the city of New York or what have you, and you claim a major injury where you're able to win a 3/4 award. And you don't think they go out and watch you? They look at, they got people. I'm not even talking about IGs. I'm talking about people from insurance companies that their job is just to video record you. They'll watch, and it's not every day, but you slip up, they'll say, oh, wait a minute, this guy's going shopping with his wife. Okay, let's follow him. They'll see you unloading, bags of groceries. They say, wait a minute, does this guy have a bad back injury? Then he have like a 5-pound weight restriction, and they'll say, okay, so this is fraud, right? I'll catch you working on your roof, or if you some type of major job on your house, they see you're carrying a sheetrock or anything. Once they see you doing things like that, and they catch you on video, not only do you lose your benefits, but you end up having to pay all that back, and possibly go to jail on top of it.
I don't know who that is around DX Land 127 New York. I don't know who that is out there around DX 127 New York.
Information of yourself, people that got caught with insurance fraud, doing stupid things like that. Because you look at a bag of groceries could weigh anywhere from 10 to 25 to 30 pounds, And if you got a major back injury where it keeps you out of work and you're collecting 3/4, you're not allowed to pick up 2 pounds, man. Never mind a bag full of groceries.
Wow, I think they give you that much. But anyway, I don't plan on that being me,
No.
No, there's no one out there. If anyone needs to talk, I'm running super low power. I'm just putting out maybe a couple of watts. I don't have anything on.
Yeah. All right. No, I just like to respect. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, usually right on key to someone with some dumb comment. I'm sure if anyone wants to get into the conversation, they're welcome. Anybody got any intelligent and some intellectual input other than Wipeout? Yeah, I heard someone say he smokes K2 and another guy Wipeout. You see what I mean? You see what I mean, Breeze? You try to be, you try to be polite.
He He makes his bed and he don't want to lay in it. He calls everybody who listeners out here crackhead, stupid, and shit. Oh, man.
I just talk to my locals, and I don't even bother, because all you're going to get is
That's all you can do is talk to anybody 20 and 25 and better. The MTA got you whacked out to 15 dBs, we're clear.
Well, you gotta remember what you're dealing with. You gotta.
Yeah, you're dealing with a lying, exposed, junkie, fraud, fag boy. If I said something wrong, let me know, public.
To have a normal conversation, I try to have a conversation with some of these drivers out here, and they're not too bright, man. All you hear is noise toys and wipeout and the frog noise, and when you try to have a conversation, they start cursing at you. Whoa. I mean, I'm not putting down truck drivers, but some of these guys are really limited in their intellectual.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Wow, radio operators that cry about the etiquette on 19 should never be on 19. But then again, they got kicked off every other channel around the bandwave that's not 19, so what can you do?
Be upset. He's going to criticize me and talk bad. Let's face it, the guy is just an obsessed homosexual, man. And he hears my voice and he just, it does something to him. A couple of times. No lie, man. It's in his own video game. No, it's a window unit, but it's like commercial, as far as components, like commercial duty. Yes, sir. Believe it or not, the problem with electronic control units and thermostats and things of that nature is not necessarily the electronics, but it's the programming, it's the firmware. And a lot of times you have to update that, I love electronic control systems. I don't put them down, but I understand what you're saying with the old mechanical systems where you don't have all these things that can go wrong. Granted, electronic control systems can get, you can get electrical spike. Maybe if you get any kind of condensation, if it's not sealed, it could cause a circuit board to become damaged. But, for the most part, man, everything today is being controlled electronically with these sophisticated electronic control systems. I was just watching a show yesterday, and that was actually 2 days ago, and they were talking about drones. I'm not going to get into it too deeply, but they have some major drone companies that are in basically work with the military of how to stop these things in case of attacks, because it's easy to stop land-based terrorists, but if you got something flying in the air, it's almost impossible to stop those things, especially because of their size and the fact that they really are hard to pick up on radar, unless you have a specific radar grid that's looking for smaller devices in particular. I have a lot more knowledge of this, but I'm not going to elaborate because of the sensitive topic that it entails. But it's an interesting.
I told him that word elaborate, by the way.
And I do like the technology behind it, but I think it's just got too sophisticated for the average person to pick one of these things up, and they're not even toys. I don't consider them toys. I consider them something that in the wrong hands could pose a great danger.
Yeah, man, I always wondered about those things. Like, God forbid, like, you talking about EMP bombs or something like that, or you talking about controlling
talking about the drone itself. The drone itself. I'm not talking about EMP. That's a totally different subject. But I mean, yeah, not to elaborate, but yeah, they could be used for good. I mean, they could use it for in case of a major accident, search and rescue. You can use them for aerial photography, or just just having fun with, your personal aerial photography. But I mean, that's just a new threat and a new danger that poses society. It's something that we have to look at, and we are looking at it. Different government agencies already have, like I said, they have, and like I work with the actual manufacturer, the heads of these manufacturers. They work in concert with these companies to develop countermeasures of how to protect or defend against these devices. Because like I said, in the wrong hands, you cause a lot of damage, man. And with a bunch of them, or a great number of them at once, it could pose a very, very great danger to a situation. Which I don't like. I'm not going to elaborate. You get the idea. So, this is just something where, when just getting on the topic of technology, how it could be used for good, and it can also be used for bad. Look at the internet. It was a military creation, or created for the military. In case our system went down, we have a backup. And look what the internet turned into. And look at the good that it does, and look at the bad that it does with the hackers and so on and so forth. So, technology is not a bad thing. It's just the way it's utilized. And unfortunately, when you have the criminal-minded, they don't want to work for theirs. So what do? They want to steal. On a government level, I should say, where they're stealing proprietary technology from companies.
He might be talking about his buddy CK now. Pay attention.
This country, and they're a softer target per se than the actual government itself. That's why if you look at China, you look at some countries that have stealth fighters, stealth bombers, stealth drones. A lot of that's proprietary technology of the U.S. and they just steal it. It takes us years of research and development to make these devices, and you got hackers from different governments throughout the world just stealing proprietary information at will. And it's a shame because we're losing the battle, man. And that's why we just gotta keep doing what we do, man, and just protect ourselves and just do what we do. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that, without elaborating. And it's the point I'm making is just it's so easy to lose everything. Nothing's safe. Your bank account, your internet access, every single thing you do is being recorded. The NSA knows everything about us. People say, "Oh, I turned my phone off," but do you really turn it off? You got these smart TVs with now they got cameras in them. Then you got these devices that you talk to, the Amazon, Google, where it controls everything. It hears you talking, unless you physically disconnect it. The thing is on 24/7 in your living room, and it's recording everything you say and do. So, how safe are you? The more things get, the more sophisticated things get, the more people can pry into your personal life and into your own household. Look at OnStar. Look how long that's been around. You don't think there's been millions and millions of people recorded in their own vehicles over the years? Come on, people are naive today.
Yeah, Rancho, man, Rancho. I watch a lot of Nova and Discover, man. Yeah, it's out there, man. That's why.
He found my surveillance video from my Richie Radio channel. Lord have mercy, identical.
What you do?
Still trying to make it. All I can say, all I can say is...
Hey, who's that around DX Land, man? Who that making all that noise around Brooklyn, New York? They call me the hole-in-the-wall Brooklyn TV shop. 127 Brooklyn, New York City, standing by.
I work for mine. I've always did and always will, man. You want to see me in the...
127 Brooklyn, New York, heard you, man. 127 Brooklyn, New York with 10-7.
Listening, masturbating. But anyway, it is what it is. Hey, Breeze, I got to get out of here, my friend. It's been a pleasure talking. Really enjoyed this conversation, man.
It's been a pleasure trying to sound like Richie while I repeat one of Richie's video gates and topics. Not quite sure Richie's full high-tech dialect and vocabulary, though.
Actually have a decent conversation with. I'm going to say 73. I got to get out of here.
And I'm going to tell you I'm not going to explain in detail while I explain in detail.
Just, go into the laid-back mode. So if you're out there later, Breeze, I'll pick it up with you. If not, you drive, have a good whatever's left in this afternoon. Have yourself a good evening. Get home safe, and God bless, man. Breeze, you know who it is. Enforcer 250, somewhere around the lower deck, and I just got down.
Roger that, Enforcer. Yeah, I gotta head to home. I'm on call, though, so I hope I don't have to come back out, man.
Alright, I'm not going to be too long. I'm going to be away about a half hour. Like I said, just got to do what I got to do, take care of a few things here. And if you're out here, I'll give you a shout in a half hour. If not, you have a good one, brother. And it's always a pleasure. You know, it's always good to have good conversation. And
Watch this.
difference, man. When you have good people out here, people that work for a living and know what it is to sweat for theirs, you know what I mean? Like I was not putting anyone down who's on welfare or anything like that, but I've been brought up to work hard, and you will be able to enjoy whatever you work for, God willing, and this way, like I said, I don't have to look behind me, and I don't scam, I don't commit any crimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I guess I'm from a different mold. Anyway, take care, Breeze. God bless. I'll catch you later. Enforcer 250, back out.
Hey, stop with the wipeout. I don't think it's me.
Yo, take care of yourself. Good night. I'll see you again. Enjoy your weekend. And enjoy your weekend.
Minus the 3 hits I gave him, that leaves 8 left.
73.
That's what I say, man. Still like that, we don't
Coming on to the BQE.
No doubt about it, man. Skipland coming in like a banshee, man. I don't know who that was, but 127 Brooklyn, New York, heard you. We're clear. Hey, stop it with the wipeout, man. You want to start dragging tears? Well, let's see. 11 minus the 3 I gave leaves him 8 left over. Some 5-star, huh?
You wiping your tears there? Oh shit, he's wiping these tears now. Okay, good. Keep wiping your